Let's take a deep breath because they came out of nowhere. They cranked their amps, owned the stage, and then disappeared. These are the forgotten flames of 70s rock, the bands that set the decade on fire for one shining moment before fading into the smoke. Welcome back to Rock Revival, where we bring the legends and the lost ones back to life. This time, we're turning the dial to the bands who almost made it. The ones who brushed shoulders with greatness, sold out stadiums, and then vanished faster than a guitar solo at sunrise. Stick around till the end. Number one's story has betrayal, broken strings, and a twist that still divides fans today. Come and Get Your Love isn't just catchy, it's defiant, and it still grooves 50 years later. And Keep the Music That Shaped Us Alive? It's 1975. The first synth blast of Never Been Any Reason cuts through FM radio like a rescue flare. Head East came roaring out of Illinois, 5 small-town dreamers chasing the big time with pure heartland fire. They filled gyms, packed bars, and played like every show might be their last. But fame moved faster than their van. Bad management, endless touring, and the disco takeover left them stranded on the roadside of rock history. Still, that chorus never died. A desperate, soaring plea that still echoes from open car windows every summer night. Before Mötley Crüe ever covered it, Brownsville Station made Smokin' in the Boys' Room an anthem of teenage rebellion. It was 1973. Loud guitars, denim jackets, and every kid's secret soundtrack to skipping class. The band had swagger and humor, mixing blues grit with Detroit rock attitude. But behind the scenes, chaos brewed. Constant touring, ego clashes, and label disputes smothered their spark. By the late 70s, their moment had burned out like the last drag of a cigarette behind the gym. Still, that riff lives forever. The sound of youth breaking rules and lighting one up for rock and roll. In 1972, Hold Your Head Up hit like a shot of confidence through the speakers. It wasn't just a song, it was a rallying cry. Rod Argent and his bandmates, fresh from the ashes of the Zombies, built a new sound that blended prog rock brains with arena rock soul. For a moment, they had it all. Radio play, stadium lights, and a chorus that felt immortal. But creative battles tore them apart. Rod wanted innovation. The others wanted hits. The magic cracked and the band drifted into silence. Still, that song remains unbreakable. A reminder to every dreamer that no matter how hard you fall, you can always hold your head up high. It's 1972, and the Raspberries crash onto the scene with Go All the Way, a sugary hook wrapped in pure rock energy. Clean-cut looks, sharp suits, and a sound that split the difference between the Beatles and The Who. For a moment, they were everywhere. Radio gold and teenage chaos. But behind those perfect harmonies, tension boiled. Frontman Eric Carmen wanted superstardom. The rest wanted to keep it real. Then the critics came swinging. Rolling Stone called them too polished, and Cream sneered that they were the Partridge Family with distortion. The backlash stung, and by 1975, the Raspberries were gone. Still, that song lives on. In 1973, Stories hit the airways with Brother Louie, a fearless song about interracial love, heartbreak, and the judgment that came with it. While most bands chased easy radio hits, Stories tackled a subject many stations were afraid to play. The song exploded anyway, climbing to #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100. And turning every head in the room. But the fame came too fast. Lead singer Ian Lloyd clashed with the label. Frustrated that their biggest success was a cover song, not his own writing. Their follow-up single stumbled, management lost faith, and within a year, Stories were history. Still, Brother Louie remains timeless. Bold, soulful, and decades ahead of its time. If you remember blasting these songs from an 8-track, or if your first concert smelled like leather jackets and spilled beer, hit that like button. You're part of the generation that lived through the golden age of rock. Before 70s, soft rock got its wings, Pilot took flight. Ho ho ho, it's magic, you know. It was pure sunshine in vinyl form. Never been awake, never seen a day break, leaning on my pillow. They had another minor hit, then vanished when their label collapsed. But their song still plays in commercials, movies, and memories. The sound of a summer that never ends. I finally made a tricky French connection. You winked and gave me your okay. A marimba solo in a rock song, only in the 70s. Starbuck delivered smooth, spacey vibes. More Yacht Club than Mosh Pit. You say you came to Baltimore from Ole Miss, a class of 7-4 gold ring. It was unique, charming, and unmistakably 70s. But follow-ups never caught on, and the band faded into soft rock history. And watch it fade the moon away. I guess you know I'm giving you a warm. Still, for anyone who ever rolled down the top of a convertible under a Georgia moon, this one takes you right back. Before Guardians of the Galaxy revived it, Redbone's groove was already legendary. Native American musicians blending funk, rock, and pride into a hit that crossed every border. They faced bias, industry obstacles, and changing times, but they made history just by being heard. Come and Get Your Love isn't just catchy, it's defiant, and it still grooves 50 years later. Late night highways, neon lights, and one of the slickest bass lines of the decade. The song was about the grind of touring, always chasing, never arriving. It hit the top 10 in 1977, but when punk and new wave took over, their sound was left behind. Still, that groove never misses. Every classic rock radio station owes them a thank you. Time and time again I see a love that seems strong. Canadian rockers who flirted with global fame. They had riffs, hooks, and heart, and Just Between You and Me showed their softer side. Broken hearts don't always mend, left to unsure. It climbed charts worldwide, but fame proved fleeting. By the mid-'80s, they were gone from the airwaves. Just between you and me. But ask any rock fan north or south of the border, they'll tell you April Wine deserved more. So there you have it. 10 bands who burned bright, gave us unforgettable anthems, and disappeared into the echoes of FM radio. Some were victims of timing, others of the industry. And some simply rode their one perfect wave and called it a day. But what a wave it was. Which of these bands do you still spin when you're driving alone with the windows down? Drop your favorite in the comments. I read everyone. And if rock was the soundtrack of your youth, subscribe, because we're keeping that fire alive, one forgotten classic at a time. Until next time, keep it loud, keep it proud, and keep it classic.